as well with Chevalier Rose.
Chevalier Rose, Melbourne Cup Contender.
Seven-year-old Chevalier Rose arrives at the Melbourne Cup with 5 wins from 35 starts and 7 placings. This year, the Japanese Entire has raced 4 times for no wins and no placings. An interesting fact about Chevalier Rose is that in his career spanning back to 2020, he had not raced beyond 2,000 metres until February of 2024. And it was late in 2024 that he had his career best results, winning the Group 2 Kyoto Daisho 10 over 2,400 metres, and in late November the Group 2 Stayers Stakes over 3,600 metres. In this video you'll see all 4 of his runs in 2025, starting with the Group 2 Nikkei Sho over 2,500 metres. That's him in the familiar Carrot Farm silks of green and white with red armbands. He's wearing an orange cap starting from barrier 13. As there is no English commentary for this race, I'll help with some intel on the go. The eventual winner of this race was Mer Emperor, number 8, wearing predominantly red with green sleeves and a yellow cap. Mer Emperor went on to finish 5th in the Tenno Sho Spring. Something to consider about this race is the track grading being good. In Japanese racing, when the track is not at all affected by rain, you usually get a firm track grading. The horse in the light blue and red, number 15, is Libyan Glass. He went into this race off a 2nd in the Group 2 Kyoto Kinen about 6 weeks earlier. Now, not much happens in the way of mid-race moves in this, the Nikkei Sho, and the result of that is that the pace up front is pretty sedate and the back markers have very little chance. At the moment, Chevalier Rose is still racing at the rear of the field. Keep an eye on Urban Chick in the light blue with red. He's number 7. He was the favourite. He raced a little worse than midfield for the majority of the race. It's he and renowned wet tracker Chuck Nate who are the only ones to make an impression on the leaders over the final stages.
4番のマキシ、その後ろからは5番のベルミセル、2頭の外目には11番マイネルクリソーラ、インに9番のハヤヤッコ、後方3頭目、後方2頭は7枠の2頭800を切って13番シュバリエローズ、12番ホーモーノサイドです。3、4コーナー中間です。バービット先頭ですが、外に15番のリビアングラス接近していきます。600を切って3、4コーナー中間、3番手外押して上がっていこうとする8番マイネルエンペラー、この後ろからはマテンドーレオ、そして3番のマイネルビルトス、4コーナーのカーブにかかって中段から動いていくブレイブロッカー、アーバンシック中段外に持ち出す。4コーナーカーブから直線に向かってくるバビット粘っていますが、リビアングラス外から8番マイネルエンペラーが捕まえに行く3頭広がってくる。その後ろから200を切って内から新た、外から追い込んでくる3番のマイネルビルトス、さらにアーバンシックも上がってくる、坂を登ってくるところ、内目から8番のマイネルエンペラー、さらに間からチャックレイト、7番アーバンシックも追い込んでくるが、マイネルエンペラーゴールイン、マイネルエンペラーしのぎました。
Now we move to the Group 1 Tenno Sho Spring over 3,200 metres. Once again, Chevalier Rose finds himself at the rear of the field from the early stages. But the pace comes into this 2-mile test very early.
They're set. Group 1 racing, the Tenno Sho field away and the favourite commence well. Going forward, Pradaria as well with Head and Tour. Up the inside, Arata shows some speed with Sunrise Earth. Kicking up on the inside, Jean Kazuma and Mer Emperor goes on. Then the favourite Head and Tour on its outside, Limit Buster. Tenno Sho is in behind them. Back to the inside is Blow the Horn, Chevalier Rose on its outside. Then Shonan La Punta. Well back is Justin Palace on its inside, Warp Speed, and on the fence, Win Herfog. And last at the moment is Byzantine Dream. They go down the side for the first time, and in front it's Jean Kazuma. Leads the way from Pradaria. Mer Emperor runs third, then Arata, followed by Sunrise Earth. Tenno Sho is pulling and reefing and decides to go on. The favourite's got the run of the race back on the fence in Head and Tour. In behind is Limit Buster, then Chevalier Rose. Blow the Horn the rail. Out wide is Shonan La Punta coming on. Well back is Warp Speed with Chevalier Rose, as I mentioned. Second last at the moment is Justin Palace. They go past with just over a 1:01, so a fairly slow time for the first 1,000 metres, where Jean Kazuma leads them along from Pradaria. Minor Emperor in third, Arata fourth, and then comes Sunrise Earth, followed by Head and Tour. Hayatono Fukunokosuke, wider out is Shot Under Punta on a limb. Back to the inside is Blow the Horn, followed by Limit Buster, then Chevalier Rose, followed by Justin Palace, Warp Speed, Win Earlfog, and Byzantine Dream is still at the tail of the field. So bookends the colours as Jean Kazuma leads the way from going up a little closer. Minor Emperor, well held together is Pradaria. Sunrise Earth stretches out into fourth position. Then comes Arata under a little bit of pressure already. Then Hayataro Fukunosuke. Head and Tours had a real soft run on the fence. Then comes Shonan La Punta. Blow the Horn well back midfield, a little bit worse with Chevalier Rose, Limit Buster. Justin Palace starting to click up, followed by Byzantine Dream moving forward. Win Elfog second last, and Warp Speed on its outside is last. They click up the hill, and it's still in front now. Minor Emperor gone past Jean Kazuma. Picking up now Sunrise Earth, laying down the law. In fourth spot, back to Pradaria. Hayataro Fukunosuke's got to the rail, and there goes Justin Palace swooping around the outside. He starts to take off on Head and Tour and goes with Shonan La Punta. Blow the Horn starts to chime in as well with Chevalier Rose going back. Arata and Jean Kazuma. Byzantine Dream comes on. Limit Buster and Warp Speed at the tail. Minor Emperor is under pressure at the 600 metre mark. Sunrise Earth, Justin Palace out wide are starting to scream into the race. Shonan La Punta and Head and Tour is just in behind them. They swing for home to the roar of the crowd in the Tenno Sho. Down the middle it's Sunrise Earth. Here comes Shonan La Punta. Under pressure is running on now Head and Tour. Just in behind them is Justin Palace and can't come on. And now Byzantine Dream chimes in. It's Head and Tour in front. Byzantine Dream is finishing strongly with Andras Starker. Damian Lane, Andras Starker. Damian Lane the inside. Head and Tour, they hit the line. Damian Lane, Head and Tour takes it out. Byzantine Dream in for second. Shonan La Punta for
he
third.
loomed threateningly on the bend, but Group 1, Wait for Age, is a little beyond Chevalier Rose. I didn't see you there. Come over. I'll let you in on a little secret. This year, I'm teaming up with Melbourne Cup Max to help him publish his How to Pick the Winner of the 2025 Melbourne Cup booklet. This is definitely a must for the once-a-year Melbourne Cup punter. But if you like to do the form for yourself, you'll also find plenty of handy information in the book. So please head over to pickthecupwinner.com.au for more details. Now we take a look at the Group 1 Takarazuka Kinen in June. This race is over the less suitable 2200 metres. He comes from barrier 8 with the blue cap. Again, the jockey elects to take the horse to the rear of the field.
And they're off and racing in the Takarazuka Kinen to the roar of the crowd. Squeezed out the back is Urban Schick. Lord Del Rey not that quick. Out the back as well as Justin Palace. Early speed from Meisho Tabata is expected. Juntake goes forward with Libyan Glass. Kicking up the inside, Bellagio Opera. Pradaria's there, just in behind them, and making up some ground. Duretza getting a bit of a squeeze there, trying to get through Yoho Lake from Regalera. But Yoho Lake does win the battle between those two as they go past the winning post the first time. Then Bulldog Horse to the inside, Rosham Park, Shonan La Punta, Lord Del Rey. Well back is Chuck Nate. On its tail is Justin Palace. On its outside is Chevalier Rose. Then comes Urban Schick. And at the tail of the field, 3 or 4 lengths away, is Sol Orions. They make the back straight. Leading along is Meisho Tabata, as he likes to do. Bowl along in front. Leads out from Juntake. Running third is Libyan Glass. 3 lengths away, Bellagio Opera, the favourite. Then Pradaria, followed by Yoho Lake. Then in the run is Duretza. Then comes Regalera to the inside, Rosham Park. They've gone past the halfway mark. Picking up Shonan La Punta, going back past Bulldog Horse. Back to the inside, Chuck Nate, Lord Del Rey, Urban Schick well back with Justin Palace. Second last is Chevalier Rose, and Sol Orions will have to pass them all at the tail of the field, but is starting to take off past the 800 metre mark. They run down the side in the Takarazuka Kinen. Meisho Tabata's been there from almost the get-go. Running second, Juntake. Now out 3 wide is Bellagio Opera. Liberian Glass, the rail under pressure. Starting to come in, Yoho Lake. Picking up now is Regalera. Shonan Lapunta chimes in. Losing ground the fence to Retza. Pradaria under pressure. Urban Schick chimes in. Wider out, starting to pick up. Now is Justin Palace. Back to the inside, Lord Del Rey. Riding for luck along the rail. They've got down with 250 to run. Here comes Bellagio Opera, but still in front to the 200-metre mark. Meisho Tabaru on the inside's got a kick. Meisho Tabaru, Utakatake might go all the way. Meisho Tabaru's going to hold them off. Running home, Chuck Nate, and out wide, Justin Palace. They hit the line. Meisho Tabaru, Bellagio Opera, and Mickey D gets up to third with Justin Palace.
Well, there you have it. Chevalier Rose finishes 12th in the Takarazuka Kinen on a track that was graded good. He did start as 17th pick in a 17-horse race, so you might see 12th in a more positive light, considering that.
I want to be the Melbourne Cup. The first Tuesday in November is the race that stops the nation. I am Farah. I am Maccabee.
Thanks for subscribing to Staying the Distance, but you'll need to click on the notification button if you want to catch all our videos of the world's best staying races. Next up, it's the Sapporo Kinen, a Group 2 over 2,000 metres. We don't have any English commentary for this race, so I'll fill in the gaps again. Chevalier Rose has jumped from barrier 16 in the pink cap. This time there's a jockey change with Utakatake on board. Still, they elect to race at the rear. He started 11th favourite in this, a 16-horse field. Number 5, Ho-Oh Biscuits, was favourite for this race. He wears black silks with red hoop and red armbands, plus a red cap. The eventual winner and place getters aren't horses of great acclaim in Japan. Top Knife, the winner, wears light blue with black stripes and a yellow cap, number 9, currently running 12th on the fence. He's a 5-year-old whose greatest claim to fame was a listed win over 1,800 metres in 2022, plus a second placing in a Group 1 and a second placing in a Group 2. Despite Top Knife making an early move along the fence, Chevalier Rose still races in the last 4. I'll now leave it to the local commentator.
12番のアルナシーム 1000m は1分0秒6での通過、やや重の芝コースです。後方は4馬身離れて15番ココナッツブラウンが後方から5頭目、16番シュバリエローズ、それから4番コスモキランダ後ろから運んで、あとは外を通る10番ベローチェーラ、後方から2頭目800切りました。ベローチェーラは後方から2頭目、内14番新た最高峰です。3コーナーのカーブに入ります。13番アウスバール先頭600を切ります。6番の敬愛セナが徐々に差を詰めて3番手、5番のホービスケッツ、その外から7番の颯の福之助がじわじわ差を詰めてきた。そして内を通る9番トップナイフ、それから1番リビアングラス、8番セレンボッシュ、5番手の外ベローチェーラーはまだ後方、その前に15番のココナッツブラウン、4コーナーから直線、先頭変わった6番敬愛セナ、先頭ですがトップナイフ、その外から5番のホービスケッツ、颯の福之助、あとは内を通って14番新たですが、先頭敬愛セナに9番のトップナイフ、大外からココナッツブラウン、さらには14番の新た、先頭は9番のトップナイフだ。トップナイフ、横山のりひろゴールイン、9番トップナイフです。トップナイフと横山のりひろ。
Chevalier Rose finished a distant 14th there in the Group 2 Sapporo Kinen on a track that was also graded as good. So in 2025 he's had 4 starts, 3 of them on ground graded as good, as opposed to the firm that he raced on in the Tenno Sho Spring, where he put in his best performance. Sapporo is also considered to be one of the tightest turning tracks in the JRA. If you're looking for reasons to still include this guy in your Melbourne Cup bet, maybe consider this little factoid. In 2024, Chevalier Rose had 6 starts. On 5 occasions he finished inside the top 4, and in every one of those 5 races he was positioned inside the first 6 horses as the race unfolded. That is in stark contrast to his 4 runs in 2025, where he has been positioned near the tail of the field in every run.
Chevalier Rose, Melbourne Cup Contender.
Joe Brandon, I agree. Where's your home?